Off here, that's more than I am. But I'm gonna open up this recording by telling you something that you all technically I've already told all of you, but Malcolm Stern is Choker's younger brother. Just want you to bear that in mind as you look at that token.
Okay, hang
I
on,
see
I'm
ugliness. I see
gonna roll
ugliness
to
runs in.
throw.
He's not like Choker whatsoever.
Ugliness runs in the family.
But look at that chin. Have you ever seen a chin as glorious as that?
I'm more concerned about the scribe.
He spent more time around Solomon than he did around Choker. They never
Sylvia
got on.
has a better chin than he does.
And she's the teacher.
Oh yeah.
We have schools.
You
Yeah.
have one now.
We have a school.
Yeah,
children.
Frank works there now. He actually does have skeletons guarding the schoolhouse.
Welcome to school, kiddies. Remember, if you die in casting, you'll end up as this.
Who's the cool skeleton? Oh, Jeffrey the skeleton, yeah.
Yeah.
Frank's just in the bottom corner right now. He's not actually there, but it's nice to have a reference.
Hey guys, I'm Jeffrey.
He can't talk, he can only give thumbs up.
Hey, Jeffrey.
So, it's quite a busy day at the pub. There's a lot of people coming in and out. Caius isn't here, he's probably out stabbing people.
Caius, what are you doing about your daily murder, Rogue Crota?
Books.
Yeah, especially stabbing books.
I try and do an impersonation, but I can't really do good impersonations of black
The
people.
children are reading the newest issue of said squad.
You just see Caius in the bushes outside the school glaring at the books angrily.
Where the children are reading.
They're reading bad fan fiction.
It's all
No,
that survived the apocalypse.
no, it's said squad. It's new issues. Said himself.
So
Issues.
it's bad self-insert fanfiction.
It's like, do you want me to send the said squad again, just to give the people a taste?
No, no.
I think.
Leave the Z Squad.
I think it needs constructive criticism, so I think you should. Zed is his own critic, so he always posts
Even
up all the
said
reviews.
reads the said squad and says, "Man, this is such a good comic."
This is fucking 14 pages long, I forgot about this.
Yeah.
Die another Z. Bam, smek.
Smack. I somehow worked in smack in every panel. In every page, I mean. Smack.
I like to think that this gets one of those cartoons that basically have mouths put on like still images.
Yes.
I don't rotoscoping or something like that. I think.
No, it's basically like Infernal Cop.
And then like we're all dubbed really badly, so it's like, don't worry, I, Zed, will save the day.
It's
Why is
perfect.
Frank Mr. Incredible? Why make him the worst Marvel character?
Because he was the most dad. He's the most dad-like.
I mean, outside of Cyclops, of course.
Mr. Incredible. Ray Corman. I forgot I wrote it like that.
I just love that. I, Ray Corman.
Bob Newline have beaten Frank.
He has to always announce himself.
Yes, they all have to, because fuck actually introducing them naturally.
It just reminds me of a Metal Wolf Chaos, with I, Richard Hawke, will defeat you for the United States of America.
I love
This
how every
issue is
time,
great, because Zed defeats dinosaurs.
and Jack is the Hulk, and you always squish him down.
But yes, he's short. He's wide and short. It's
They are merely a background!
it's a tackle.
Has I bet Frank has read this comic by now, and he does not like Zed anymore. Used to like him, but he's like, oh, god damn it.
I should put a disclaimer. Disclaimer. This has nothing to do with actual people or events.
He puts down the book, and then says, Zed's worldview is comical.
Oh. that one was... God.
If you're wondering, I found a shitty, on Marvel's website, it's actually for kids, but they have, really limited pre-post characters, and 4 only has one pose. Only one. That's why he always looks like the same thing. Crunch.
Crunch.
Giant dinosaurs.
Kellogg's Crunch.
And that's how I defeated New Light, Jeff.
Jeff's
Jeff's just reading the issue like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Did he draw it himself?
Jeff, you will come in a later issue.
No, I won't. I'm not giving you my image rights.
You think
Wait, they have image rights?
Given the image right here?
Kane, Kane, you're in charge here, I think. I don't even
Yeah.
know who's in charge anymore, but it's mostly you calling the shots.
Yeah.
Can you please implement image rights so that you can stop Zed from doing this without paying me?
Yeah, sure. Any way to get money out of Zed's hands is perfect.
Writes
Hey,
on a napkin.
Jeff
Writes,
just turns and glares at you.
writes on a napkin.
Hey, doesn't this mean that you'd have to pay Kane and Jack and Ikias?
These characters has nothing to do with actual people or events. These are merely just made of fiction. Any similarities is a coincidence. It's actually written on the back of the cover.
Holy hell. Zed knows copyright law.
Exactly.
You're also the only person who still believes taxes actually exist. Tell me, where the fuck did you learn all that? Because, forgive me, Zed, but you don't seem an educated sort.
I'm offended.
You should be.
Very offended. Well, hello. Let me just find my list of my extended family. Who was it who taught me all about the copyrights?
So, anyway, Largo's just, walking back and forth, cleaning glasses out, and he just kind of, mentions offhandedly, there's a bunch of new mercenaries turned up in town recently.
It was my Uncle William.
Well, we're not exactly doing fine on money.
Yeah, I don't think we can hire him, but I don't think new mercenaries exactly means they're going to come work for us.
I might need to go out and do some more extra jobs, but I don't think any of my freelancing could get us the dosh we need.
We need to
And that's not actually Australian at all. I don't think they even say dosh, so fuck it.
It's a mishmash accent.
He's mixed Australian. Anyway.
What we need new ways of just making money.
Texas.
I did have an idea.
We did bring that up before.
Yeah, I had another idea. What about a permanent dojo set up by, of course, the senior MSF guys?
That could work, actually. Those fucking Wasteland Warriors sorts, they would do in dojos. That's pretty much how they make what little money they get.
We'll look on my armaments. Yep, they're all
At this
on.
point, you hear a very loud noise passing overhead.
Can I roll a notice?
Okay. People start running outside just because it's really, really loud.
Okay.
So,
15.
You run outside, and there's a helicopter passing, heading northwards from the south.
The fuck? Where did they get a helicopter from?
what?
You can't
Man.
identify who it belongs to.
Get back inside, Francis.
He just glares at you like, no, this is interesting, Zed. You go back inside.
Okay.
That was easy.
Wow, okay.
It just passes by. It doesn't stop. It just goes straight overhead, past beyond the sector.
Can I? Oh,
We know which direction it's heading.
North.
north. Can I go on the radio? Because we have guards at the gates, don't we?
Yeah.
So I'll ask them if they've spotted anything. So I go onto the radio
Yeah.
and I say, "Hello, guys. Do you see a helicopter headed your way? Big bastard. You can't miss it."
The guys at the fucking at the east gate respond. Yeah.
Can you make
Kept
out
going
anything?
north. Well, Jerry fucking had a book on helicopters. Said it's a Huey.
A Huey.
Who names a helicopter a Huey?
I have no idea what that means. What the fuck does that mean?
It means
The other guy gets on the radio, like, old military helicopter, moves people about and that.
It means that there's a Louis and a Dewey.
A Dewey do Louie?
And
Yes.
then you get word from one of the gate guards on Avenue Z saying, "Heads up, there's a second one coming."
What? What the heck is going on?
Up!
Look at helicopters.
Prepare the artillery! We have
you have-
artilleries, don't we?
It's not ones that are built to shoot at helicopters.
Do helicopters use different fuel than, like, cars and such?
No, I'm not certain. I don't
Actually-
imagine so.
Sorry, I think a while back we got something which may help with this. If I remember right, back at the pits, we bought a drone.
Yeah, you did.
Can that be deployed?
You could quickly deploy it.
Yeah. Okay,
You
so
go. Which one are you sending it after?
the second one, because it sounds like it's closer.
Yeah, in fact, the second one is hovering now above the sector.
It's surveillance.
So at that point, the
Time to get a
helicopter.
closer peek.
Hang on, let's go to the big map, and everyone's actually. So everyone's crowding around. Everyone's running out onto the streets to get a look at this thing, and you guys are just here. Well,
Yeah.
draw it. So one of you can draw it, because
Oh.
I forgot how much area we had.
Oh, sweet. Could you do me a favor? Roll a vigor check at +2.
Okie dokie.
Zed fails and gets eaten by the helicopter.
It's not just that. He was wounded last session. It's been a
Oh, yeah.
week, so natural healing kicks in.
Oh.
And I'm imagining +2 because you've got medical.
Oh
facil-
my lord.
God. 4. Okay, wound's gone. That could have been a lot worse.
Zed's old wounds open up and he falls over and dies. Just like
Helicopters.
spontaneously dies on the middle of the street.
Just the wind being blown from the helicopter just tears the stitches. Like, oh, that's not
Is
good.
it just flying over the mother base, or
The first one flew over. The second one is hovering above the market square. It's flying above the rooftops, which are about 2 stories on those buildings. No, actually, sorry, they're
Actually,
only 1
say-
story. Those ones I remember.
it's near where Zed
Say,
lives?
I have
You
a
know where
question.
Zed lives? Yeah.
If I could get to a roof, could I grapple hook onto it?
It's a bit. Well, you could. It'd be a problem though,
Why?
'cause it'd probably start flying up.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop you though. I'm just, I'm the voice in the back of Zed's head, basically. The helicopter turns, and I'm actually looking for a helicopter token now. In fact, it's a bit too militaristic, not at all representative. Actually, we'll use this one, even though I don't think Huey's
Actually,
have
could I reach it even now with my grappling hook from the ground?
No, it's a bit too high up at this distance, or not without a serious penalty.
Hey,
It's
Jack.
okay.
Jack, follow me up to the roof.
Okay, but before you head off, the side door of the helicopter opens, and gunfire rains down at the crowd in front of the bar. Make
Oh
agility
my God.
checks.
Motherfucker.
Okay, we have to get this thing now.
Oh wait. Oh sorry, my agility's a D10. Can I re-roll that?
Of course.
D10.
Yeah.
God.
Roll your wild.
Oh my
I'm
lord.
going to spend a penny on that.
I didn't want that. That's
Oh wait, hang on. Our bennies aren't reset.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Benny's. Yeah.
Actually, does anyone indulge?
Well, you're in a crowd, so quite a few people in the crowd are riddled with bullets.
Shit.
Oh my lord!
Named NPCs get out of the way because I said so.
Jack,
They've got
hold me
plot
up to the
armor.
roof. I have an idea.
Well, wait, wouldn't we go into your apartment and then?
No, yes.
No, that's out of character, not in character.
Wait,
Wouldn't I go into your apartment and then help you
Okay.
up, or?
Right,
No,
so I'm going to
we go up on the roof on Jeff's part. I want you to help me track this down.
Okay, never mind. All right. That'll be strength then.
But yeah,
Hang on, wait,
we
not
got.
right.
Hang on, we didn't. I don't even know if we got out yet or not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
precisely.
okay, so first things first, just independent of everyone else, where do you run? Let's stop discussing things out of gag, let's just see how things go. If you guys can only talk in character
I will
for a
run to the
moment.
top of Jeff's bar, because that should be high enough.
Okay.
I am going to try and head on
Is-
over this way.
Is Swede supposed to have 4 bennies?
Okay, actually, yeah, hang on. Take your tokens and put them on the map. They're on the bottom left.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
should have 3 actually.
Oh, yeah.
So take that away.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
And,
And Tem spent a Benny, so
yeah.
yeah, throw one of those 4 out, and
Oh, I didn't throw it out. Oh, okay, sorry.
it's not a problem.
Right, there we go.
Where is Caius when you need him?
I go over to the old market square.
Okay, and I'm going to drop a couple of bennies on the map.
Is this just gonna be a game where you like roll distance and then can pick them up? Because you said bennies.
Hmm.
Oh no, it's
Zed.
the Reaper.
Zed,
It's the pilot.
Zed, see about hijacking a helicopter. Just cause it.
Yes, that was exactly what I was thinking. I was also thinking of having Jack try to pull it down
What?
with his immense strength.
That's a fucking feat
That's
in itself.
immense strength.
Yeah, but
I'm
you know,
willing to try
Jack,
it.
have you seen this ripped motherfucker?
Yeah, you've done some pretty insane bullshit as Jack. So, okay. So, this fight's going to be abstracted a bit, obviously, because we're dealing with a whole map here.
But yeah, basically what I want to do is fire my grappling hook and hopefully have it latched on when I'm on the roof, latch on onto the thingamabob.
Okay, I'm going to deal cards now, so
Okay.
deal cards to turn order items.
God damn it. So you say Dungeon World now.
Yeah, because it's fun.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. Okay, so, first of all, they're really high up. Look at the range on a fucking crossbow. It's 30, 60, 120.
Yeah.
Oh god, a queen.
So,
Sense a
So,
queen.
they're pretty high up.
yeah.
So it's at a minus, I'm going to say a -2 penalty, I think. I'm going to check my distances now.
I can throw Zed.
You're going to throw Zed up off the roof to give him... Wouldn't that just create a bigger problem? Because now he's trying to land the shot while flying through the air. And if he misses, he literally only has 1 shot.
I don't want to close my eyes.
No, not really.
Hey man.
Sorry, where's the other helicopter?
So, it's a
in
minus
relation
2,
to
yeah?
The other helicopter passed right overhead and kept going.
Oh, right, okay. So this one's the only one that's staying behind.
Yep.
Right, okay. Cool.
As for your drone, well... Let's just thing the drone quickly. You managed to get that up there. What's the drone... Look, where is the drone right now in relation to all this?
I would say it's about here-ish, like near the statistician's office, but high enough. And obviously, if not us, then someone else is controlling it. And then,
I imagine maybe Manfred.
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
So I basically I want him to kind of like what's the word? See for any markings or how many people are inside. So kind of like what's the word? Like do a sort of circle around it first of all.
Okay.
To try and get as much information as possible, weak points, people inside, that sort of thing.
Okay, roll a notice check, and we'll use your notice for this one.
Okay.
In place of, anyone else's. Okay.
4.
4 just gets you a basic... Okay, so there is an insignia on it, but it's just a very kind of generic drawing of a Reaper with the words Reaper beneath it.
Ah.
On the circle... Yeah, not very good. On a circle round, you do see only 2 figures in the helicopter, the one shooting and the one piloting it.
It's done in like children's crayon.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to get on the horn, go on like radio or whatever, and basically ask if anyone is familiar with Reaper. I'm just bullshitting it, but
Yeah, you get no response. It's just like a mercenary called Reaper. Oh, how unique.
Bullshitting is often how we play games.
Yeah. But no, you get really nothing.
Alright.
Grand out of that. But hey, if he's pulled down, there might be more time for that.
Yep.
And on that note, I cannot find range.
I think 60 is like -2, at least. But like my range on my shotgun crossbow is 15, 30, 60.
15, 30, 60. Okay. This is going to be a really tough shot then. It's going to be like, I'm going to just say it's a -3 at the moment, because I can't find the rules, so I'm just going to spitball them right now.
Yeah.
I did reread this the other day, but fuck, I'm bad at this.
Said it's like, watch me, Jack. Watch me swoosh right in.
Whilst riding.
Oh, shit!
It goes wide.
Oh.
Like the helicopter. Alright, so basically you line up the shot, you fire, and then it starts heading towards Kane.
Oh god.
son of a bitch.
Kane, need a helping grappling hook?
What are you talking about? Oh my god.
Jack, throw something.
15.
What's up here on the roof?
Roll a notice check. Don't worry, this won't cause a multi-action penalty, because...
5.
Of a night, Jeff likes to come up here and drink alone. There's just a barrel of whiskey bottles nearby.
I take like a big whiskey bottle. I'm gonna lob it.
Are you lobbing it at the helicopter, or at the guy firing out of it?
Preferably for the guy firing at it. For now.
Okay.
Might end up hitting the helicopter.
This, I'm sorry to say, just because of range, this is a -4.
It's not even his turn. That's the hilarious part.
Oh yeah, this is the pilot's
okay.
turn. Yeah, okay, we'll save
Okay.
that for later.
I'm gripping
Gripping?
the
Okay.
whiskey bottle. And bracing.
So he's now flying over Renton's gun shop. That's the pilot's turn, not the gunner, so... Yeah, he's not really doing anything at the moment. Now it's Jack's turn, and he's really far away. Like,
Is he shouting something really boss-like?
I decide to pick up Zed and throw him at the helicopter.
Wait, what?
No. No, it's the bottle. A bottle shaped like Zed.
Ah!
That's a -4, did you say?
That still hits... So who are you throwing at?
Hang on, let's just see if we're wild. The guy
that's a
in
0.
there.
The guy in there.
Yes, the guy
Okay.
firing.
Okay then, let me just...
If possible.
If possible, it's possible, considering you just beat the penalty I put on you.
Actually, I'm going to hit one of the blades of the helicopter.
So you're going for the helicopter then?
I don't think that will work as...
No, I'm joking.
as
The guy.
Okay. I'm just looking for something. I'm sorry, it's taking a while.
Just of this idea that a whiskey bottle would just have this helicopter go spiraling out of control.
Bang!
Where's the improvised weapons rule? Just
Are you just too used to Dungeon World now,
I
Snake?
am. I'm starting to fall behind on this because a whiskey bottle is a small improvised weapon, and I am having a hell of a time finding.
I'm enjoying Dungeon World a lot more.
Damn. You're saying
Well,
Snake
thanks.
is a bad GM?
Yes,
Damn.
that is exactly what I'm saying, Swede.
Let's see.
No, I'm joking. I still like this game.
All right, it's strength plus D4. This could still go badly for the guy, like just right off the bat. Strength plus D4 in damage. Nine. That does not beat his toughness. Nearly does. Like, you just throw it and you just whip it right through the air. It just spins like a goddamn shuriken or some shit and smashes into him.
Damn.
How does he react?
He takes his attention off of Kane for a second. Like, you what?
Right. And now it's my opportunity. I am going to shoot at him. Take a single shot.
You can take out your finger and just go bang.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
Yes.
it will collapse.
One. Shit. 5. Does it hit?
Nope.
Can I re-roll that then?
Yeah, you may.
Okay. Right.
What's the range on your gun actually?
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I haven't got it opened up.
5 inches.
I had to load up the rule book because I haven't put this written down. It's a decent range.
Yeah, it's one of the rifles.
Yeah. Savage Worlds.
Ranged weapons. It was the Spencer carbine, wasn't it?
Yeah.
20, 40, 80. Okay, so it's about a -2 penalty then, because he's hovering quite high up.
Oh, okay. That's that. 3. Come on. Screw it. I'm getting this done. $13.
Well, that hits with a raise then.
Right.
What are you firing at? The guy or the helicopter?
The guy.
Okay.
So right, roll. It's 2d8 plus 1.
2d8 plus d6 plus 1.
Oh yeah, plus d6. 1.
Oh wait.
12.
12 puts him in shaken. Yeah,
Can I spend a penny and re-roll that?
if you want.
Yep.
Have you thrown out every Benny already then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, you...
Oh my god.
Fucking bird.
It turns out
20.
that
Oh my Christ. Okay, yeah, that paid off. Okay. So-
well then.
Yeah, his toughness is 10 in this regard, so 10 shaken, 14 1 wound, 18 2 wounds. And I'm going to spend a Benny for him to make a vigor check.
Oh shit!
He takes it.
He doesn't get any damage.
No, he resisted it completely.
Motherfucker!
Wow.
Damn it!
What?
The bullet goes up. It looks like he ducks back in, and for a second, it looks like you hit him in the shoulder. But then he just leans back up with a tear right on the front of his jacket, grinning like a fucking madman.
Ah.
And from that day on, Kane made a new enemy.
Yeah, you can see him grinning. As wide sundowner-style motherfucker of a grin, right from the helicopter.
Oh, that just makes me even more angry.
He brings the gun to bear again, and he lets loose a shot. And his is a penalty as well, because he's really far away, but... yeah. I wish that bird would die.
Oh my god.
Is that wrong to say out loud?
So, well, Snape, maybe.
Actually, he's gonna spray an area. He's gonna suppressive fire.
Ooh, okay.
If the attack is successful... Alright, so basically... First I'm gonna roll it. It's still at a penalty, because he's just like... He's not he's after you, but he's just killing as many civilians as he can, it seems.
Bastard.
He's not going for accuracy right now. Oh my Christ. Okay, by the way, that's at a penalty as well, because he's far away from you. No, bullets are just going wild. There's like bricks falling off of buildings, dust is being kicked up. 1 or 2 people get hit in the leg, but you don't have to make a spirit check. You're fine.
Okay.
Okay, 1 round done already.
Oh. Aha! Right. I think for this turn, what I am going to do is he hovering around? He's hovering around my area, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So if I can keep him where he is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the nearest available cover, get behind that, and take an aim action.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Yeah.
And it seems he isn't letting up on you right now.
Mm.
So yeah, he seems to have forgotten entirely about Jack after you nearly fucking hit him in the shoulder.
Well, he didn't care about the whiskey bowl.
Well, he did, but now he's angry at Kane for shooting at him. Nothing if not a hypocrite, this guy. On that note, he's gonna suppressive fire an area again.
My area.
Yeah. Not very well. Again, it's just, you dive for cover, and there's just bullet holes being kicked up everywhere. You just hear, like, a yell from Evans, "You can't hide forever, Kane!"
Shut up.
What is this with these weirdos that are always hunting Kane?
I'm gonna get you, then I'm going after Jack, then I'm going after Zed, then I'm gonna kill everyone in this damn territory.
Why me last? What
God's
is
got a
going
gun.
on?
By the way,
That's
he's
what-
got a loudspeaker. He's firing a gun and speaking through a loudspeaker at the same time.
Yes.
It's your turn, by the way, Goff.
I'm just trying to
Oh.
think. I'm not really.
Well, it's abstracted, so, like, running isn't a problem right now. You can catch up to him in this time.
As you say, he's hovering. So
Yeah.
Someone's at the door.
Be right back.
Oh dear.
And then there's a flashback.
Whoosh.
It cuts back to you and Jeff talking at the bar earlier on, and he's just, once again, he's expositioning pretty hard, reading the newspaper of the week. And basically, he starts talking, everyone's just kind of chill, and then you're brought back to reality when he says, "You do realise Erin's kind of going behind our back, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
Look at this." He just holds the paper. It's going on about how there's an arms deal between Erin and New Light.
Well, one of my plans is to destroy New Light as soon as possible.
Yeah, but I think she's taken you up on that don't sell food deal for a while.
Hmm.
And this is a way of getting around it.
Well, well, we're enemies with New Light, so what I
Yeah.
plan to do is destroy New Light before that deal goes down.
It's already gone down. She's already shipped him a bunch of guns.
Well, when we take care of New Light, we'll be able to get those guns.
Yeah, no skin off our back. Aside from the whole cost of war deal.
Yeah, that's true.
Selling this thing called a Resma. Apparently the first production gun made in over 200 years.
Oh wow, how did they get that going?
Armsec. You heard about them?
No.
Well,
Is he still in the helicopter?
yeah, we just decided to flashback so I could do exposition while it's going on. And the exposition is interrupted as Jack returns to reality.
Whoosh.
He went to get a beer.
Huh, I can't remember what Jeff told me earlier on. No, but basically Armsec is something that came into existence when Erin went to war in the south, and it didn't go well, and now there is a country again. Well, now there's a government again.
I'm going to head to Kane's location. I'm going to taunt the helicopter.
Nice.
Gotta draw aggro. Oh, okay.
I can't actually hit it, to be honest, and I could throw something again. I've upgraded my throwing, but the lightliness, or it might just be ineffective. So I'm going to draw aggro like a tank should. I'm going to taunt the guy in... Hang on. Bloody hell, wires keep getting tangled. I'm just going to call him a wanker.
Taunts are made against intelligence, I believe.
Intelligence?
Intelligence. So roll your taunt.
Oh yeah, I do have taunt. I've not actually used that in the series that often.
5. I'm gonna roll his intelligence. I remember, I think I made Reaper a dumb fuck. Oh, actually, his smarts is D6, so he's still technically a dumb fuck. By this bullet point standards. Does he buy it? Oh my god.
Oh wow. No.
He hears you call him a wanker, and he's just like firing an M60 at where Kane is.
Oh my god.
So you just hear him like look at you call him a wanker, he turns, I'm coming for you next, boy!
You know, who is this Joker?
But Pilot, on the other hand, I'm actually going to roll it against Pilot as well. Just to keep this flowing a little bit. His smarts is better, but he might fail, so that's always something. Yeah, okay, yeah, Pilot takes the bait, though. So, what happens is he turns the helicopter towards Jack, and now Kane is not being looked at. So he just starts hovering in your direction. He's over the building now.
I'm waving this way, look at me, don't look at him, look at me, so that way he can draw fire.
You just hear yelling over the megaphone, "What are you doing? We almost had him!"
That Jack was mean to me. Wait a minute.
Now
I
it's
just
your
realized.
turn.
I have an RPG, don't I?
You could use that.
Oh my god, when did you...
Wow.
When...
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I stole it from those fucking mercenaries. I'm pretty sure... Did I use it? Oh god. Did I use it? I don't think I used it.
Oh yeah, I remember the RPG now. It was when we were doing the car chase.
Oh
Yeah.
god, you didn't use the RPG.
Said just realized. Oh wait, I have an RPG.
Where are the stats on that old bad boy? Oh, I can pull up those stats for you.
I think it was this thing because that's what I wrote down. Said RPG.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, range 24, 48, 72. So, still a -2 penalty, but it can be done.
Said just like, okay, lining up me shot here. Oi!
Or you could try getting closer,
Oh, that is true.
but it's your call. If you do
Oh.
want to get closer,
want-
just
you
keep
want-
it interesting. I'm going to make it an agility check.
He wants to challenge me.
Said we'll run with the RPG doing stupid amounts of roll. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. This will like take the penalty down a bit, even though it's multi-action, but you know.
+2.
If it fails,
You're out
pretty
of
much pretty much off to the same problem. But that succeeds with a raise, yeah. So he turned to fire, turns so that, you know, the gunfire was heading towards Jack instead. But you have to run through that gunfire. So you're just like darting around bullet holes, dust is being kicked up. Where do
while
you run
holding
to?
the RPG.
Yeah, where do you want to end up with this?
Basically, at
Roll.
the as close as I can on the roof.
Okay, so you're staying on the same roof.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
like I'm just gonna look at them. Just stand heroically with one foot on the edge, and then I'm gonna shoot. Like, oi, you helicopter!
What is it?
Looky here!
Oh
And
no!
Did I have a penalty?
What happened to his
not
accent?
anymore. I forgot it. It was
Oh, no.
it was a hillbilly,
Go
wasn't
on.
it? A hillbilly.
No!
Oh my
Benny,
God.
Benny.
Yes, I'm pennying this.
Got one shot of that RPG, boy. Oh my Christ.
Oh!
Yay.
How is it angled to me, by the way?
He's okay, the door like he's firing out of is facing you, so you're side onto the helicopter.
Okay, R4D8 plus 2 was right.
Yeah, and the helicopter's toughness. Now, by the way, this is an object, so these don't explode. I mean, the dice doesn't explode.
Okay, okay.
But it's still a 4d8, so.
Let's do it. Oh!
Oh my Christ. Right. The toughness is 14.
Yes.
So, at this point, he's going to make a piloting check or crash, and because that was several hits, that's a big penalty to his piloting check. Can he survive the RPG? Not to mention, this helicopter's wounded, so let's just work this out right now. 14 is one wound. Because I imagine helicopters don't really get shaken. 14, 18...
Well, they can, maybe.
Maybe.
They can shake.
22. Oh my god. Yeah, 22. So that's 3 wounds this helicopter is on. One more and it's out no matter what. Actually, that's a thing. Inhabitants.
For some reason, I'm imagining the really weeaboo final boss song from Peace Walker playing.
Oh god, no.
When you're trying to figure out how the injury of a helicopter would work.
Yeah.
My helicopter is
I was
bleeding.
reading this the other day. I don't know, it's all... The moment the game begins, I forget every bit of my fucking study. Which is annoying. Which is really annoying.
That usually happens in sex.
What? Like, I'm curious. Where does my RPG hit?
Where do you want it to hit?
I kind of wanted to hit to basically just like, will one of these guys die or are they still alive?
Well, I'm actually deciding because it was an explosion. So,
I'm
do you think they
tempted-
should? Do you think they should take damage?
I'm kind of tempted to make it so that it flies past the Reaper and like into the fucking open door, or the pilot, or it just hits the pilot cockpit and just spins around.
I'm gonna say, just for sake of cinematic flair, they don't take damage.
Okay, it just hits the back of the helicopter, and they start spinning about. Actually, does Reaper shout something as they fall?
Get it in control! Get it in control!
I can't, boss!
Alright, so D10 minus 3.
Ah,
So if this wild dice doesn't succeed, they've crashed.
yes. Nice one, said.
Shit, we're going down, boss!
I'm gonna Benny it. I've got like a couple more Bennies left, and Pilot hasn't used one of his. Oh no, sorry, that was another D10. That doesn't count. No,
Hey.
that was fucking Snake Eyes actually. No, fuck it. They are. Okay.
I imagine because it's Snake Eyes, the pilot's like cockpit, it just slowly explodes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Pilot is dead. That's his fucking thing. He crashes canopy first into a building.
Ooh. Ow.
Yeah, now he's down on the street.
Right.
Reaper just falls out.
Grab him, lads.
Okay, it's a new round of combat. He's on the ground. Oh my.
Oh, Jack.
Cracking knuckles.
Also, I didn't say it before, but I forgot. I got that out under a 5. Give me a new card.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's going to matter
Not
after
that
what I'm
one.
going to do to him.
Not that one. That one.
Yeah.
Right.
Exact same position.
I'm going to. I'm
Oh
going
yeah,
to.
I said shoot it down. He just stands there doing a typical, having 2 fingers on his forehead and going for heh.
I'm going to Senator Armstrong rugby kick him
Oh Jesus Christ!
right in the side.
You can't do this to me. I'm the motherfucking Reaper.
Just like Reaper's having a bad day now. He scrambles out of the helicopter, stands up M60 in hand, then Jack is just bearing down on him.
I'm gonna
It's a
Benny
Joker,
that.
so that's that's +2. Let me just tell you if that's you can
Oh,
still Benny that, but let me tell you if it succeeded first before you decide. That succeeded, but not with a raise. So if you want to Benny it, by all means.
I forgot about that as well.
Oh!
How about that? How about that? Yeah, that hits with a raise.
I think I'm gonna take the 6, thank you.
Hey
know.
man, we all like to play dramatically.
And so my raise damage.
I imagine
Joker.
he crawls out, he slowly looks up, and down the street, it's fucking Jack coming down like...
That's 18.
Okay, his toughness against melee is 8, not 10.
He took no damage from the fucking helicopter explosion.
Yeah, because I've been reading a lot of Feng Shui lately, and it's not hype if they take damage from falling the helicopter, unless they're players, in which case it's very hype.
Don't fuck with this gang group.
What would be this man's boss theme?
8, 12, 16. Shaken and 2 wounds. Yeah, he
No,
just gets up.
I said it was 18 because I didn't add the 2 on it because it confused me.
Oh, yeah,
So
18.
The Joker's, yeah. But I don't think it matters.
No, it doesn't. It's still shaken and 2 wounds, but yeah. Okay,
So
so...
he's kicked half across the street
yeah.
against a rubbish bin, and then he rolls back down, and then Jack is adjusting his jacket. He doesn't have glasses, so.
Yeah, he's just groaning in pain like, son of a bitch!
Right. I'm going to aim for his leg. Cold shot.
He's trying to get away. Break his legs.
I'm just shooting his legs.
I know. That's just
His
quoting
legs
Simpsons.
are already broken, sir. Break them again.
They could be more broken, can't they?
I'll just roll d6 minus 2.
Oh, why -2?
Because it's a cool shot.
Oh, yes.
No, I missed. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, it just pings off the thoroughly wrecked helicopter.
Oh.
Hey, at least there's scrap metal to sell there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need to salvage this bastard.
At some point, we're going to be legendary, and then we're going to think, well, what are we going to do now?
Swede, you're up.
Yeah. Let's see, where is... Said decides to... Said decides to just run up. Actually, yeah, fuck it. Said he's gonna run up and then just do a just jump kick at him.
Jump kicking a downed man. So what is this, like a drop kick or just a classic jump kick?
He jumps high up in the air and then drop. Yeah, just the jump kick. So do I just roll my edgy for that, or
You're
what do I
fighting.
fight? I can raise up my fighting. My fighting. It is skills fighting. It's it's became a 10. Yeah, because I raised my fight. Yeah, it's a
Shooting
D10.
skill.
That beats his parry. Yeah, you are going to kick him.
And said, as in the comic, shout. Fuck, I forgot what it was.
Oh, wow. You forgot what.
It's just background.
Not that. The kick. Tentacular Turbo Kick. Because Zed is a comic book character now. And how much damage do I do?
Just your strength, unless you've got martial artist.
Mm-hmm.
My strength. It's a D8.
So you've got to roll the top to actually do anything.
Damn.
I've kind of got. It's kind of funny that you don't succeed. Like everyone else just fires at him, knocks him out of a helicopter, fucking rugby tackles him, and you just run up and ineffectually drop kick him while he's down on the ground.
Yeah, so this goes, Joe. He took him down with the fucking helicopter.
Reaper. I'm gonna spend his last of his 2 bennies just to get out of shaken. Well, spirit test first. Follow my own advice. Not that he's in a great position right now. And he critical
snake eyes.
fumbled. What the hell does that mean?
He just.
Oh, fuck it. He's gonna do a fear test.
He breaks his own legs.
Fear test first. Fear test
Yeah.
+2.
Yeah, fair test. He's so shocked, and he's
19.
like, "Don't kill me." Oh,
19 on a fear test.
all right, yeah, because you do it in a different way. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, fright table. The mark of fear. The hero is shaken, and he's shaken again, and suffers some cosmetic physical alteration.
What?
Okay. Zed's closest to him right now, so here's what you see, Zed. You just, run up to him, you drop kick him, it doesn't do anything, and then you see his eyes, and they're just glazed over. Just 1,000-yard stare into nothing.
Oh.
What the hell did you do to him?
I'm gonna say the fight has ended there.
Said just like.
He just, limply lets go of his gun.
Stuff to the eyes.
Said
makes me
it's like,
cringe.
I, Sid Meier, has saved the town.
He just kind of, he just kind of ragdolls over.
I think we're gonna have to throw him in the prison again.
Well, let's ask him some questions first.
You go ahead, Kane.
First of all, steal that gun. We're gonna need it. And also salvage the helicopter.
I'll put the... Actually, yeah, this helicopter is not completely irreparable.
You know what?
Yes, we can have our own helicopter.
It's-
That is true. Jack, get to work.
But I don't really know how to.
You know,
Basic.
I don't. Jack. A few weeks ago, I didn't know how to shoot a gun, and I shot a rocket launcher. Anything is possible. I can send Manfred to help you. Manfred is already by wreckage, studying it and wrecked.
Yeah, you two keep going.
Okay, so I'm going to question Reaper.
He's
on-
catatonic right now.
Okay, I'm going to search him if he's got anything on him that might indicate, who he is, hide by, etc., etc.
Okay, roll a notice check.
Alrighty, let's do this.
Well, you've actually got a lot of time, so I'm going to give you a bonus to that. Just get +1, because
Okay.
you could pretty much take 10 on this one.
Yeah, I'll just roll my wild just in case, which is exactly the same. Oh.
Oh.
I snake eyes. I
How
go
do you
blind.
say- Yeah, you pull out something that would tell you who he works for, and you just accidentally tear it in half, then light it on fire. I'm
And then
not...
smoke it. Then I eat it, and then I just I wonder what that was. Nah. Let's take 20 on this one.
Yeah. Okay, take 20 on it. Yeah, you just search him, but then you do find, oddly enough, considering we're in the post-apocalyptic future, you find a receipt on him.
Huh.
But the name is blanked out. Let's just say, but the name of the job was just harassment. Not killing, not, wrecking, just, it was, what he just did was considered harassing you.
It's a receipt for Poundland.
And it cost a lot of money. Right now he's catatonic, so that's the most you get with that receipt. And of course, a ruined fucking bit of Kevlar.
And ruined his face.
Yeah. And his side.
Stuff to the eyes really makes me cringe.
Well, it's not... No, there's no damage to his eyes. You know what a 1,000-yard stare is, right?
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
you meant like he punched... He kicked his eyes out of his socket.
No, God. That would make me cringe.
Like, or
Shit.
dislodged it in a way. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't do gore to the eye shit. That fucking makes me cringe as well.
Oh, that's making me cringe just thinking about it. God.
We already had
Zed's
enough of that
feet,
with Solomon.
Zed's feet are so powerful.
But yeah, as for the helicopter, a cursory glance, you know that with time, you could fix this.
I
And
don't even know
besides,
where
there
they keep
there
this.
is a garage over on one of the streets.
Hmm.
Not that. Let's see. What do you guys want to do then?
Okay. First of all, I'm going to check to see everyone's okay. Try to assess the damage, but also had an idea earlier to make a dojo, like a permanent dojo,
Yeah.
which people pay to enter. Okay, and what else? What would be another good thing to do? Because we've got the crops and we do that permaculture stuff, which means like practically every single house has its own mini garden. But of course, like we put that on hold.
Actually, yeah, I'm going to say at this point the crops have started being sold, and Jack can have and Goff, you can have something to do with that if you wish.
I did not mean to do that. I was actually trying to use my... Can you delete that?
Delete
I
what?
drew a line.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You could have the dojo here if this isn't being occupied.
Some of
A
it's
dojo?
flats, but an open air dojo.
Where did you want the dojo, you said?
No, I didn't know that this was like a field we had.
It's top right.
That's
This
really
is a
good
park.
dojo.
We should make this a nice park where people can have picnics.
It's too much to like really bother with this helicopter now. I'm just gonna try and take it, store it somewhere, come back to it because money.
Oi, Frank, can your skeletons lift the helicopter?
God.
Like Frank, yeah, Frank comes out after all the commotion and goes, right.
What happened, Sid?
I'll get the skeletons on it. Jack, you want to lend a hand?
Yeah, he's already doing that with me.
Yeah.
Said
Jack,
Jack just.
drag it somewhere. Hang on, I'll give you
I
like, a
imagine
ship
Jack
of it.
just casually like carries like a third of the vehicles. Just casually carries it.
Well, not
Heave
carry it. Carrying it.
Yeah, just with
Lifting
one
the
hand.
helicopter with one. Oh my god.
Basically Popeye.
That's a thing, actually. Hang on. I'm just moving my token out of the way. Where would this
Actually,
go?
that makes sense. Jack is our Popeye, except his power is gruel instead of spinach.
Where is Frank being based?
Frank's mostly at the schoolhouse now. So there.
You're not taking an army helicopter to the schoolhouse, Goff. Jack.
Look, we haven't got really anywhere else to put it. Let's put it in a garage for now.
Yeah.
And Frank's there. He's not exactly going to do anything with it. Or tell anybody about it.
So, are we gonna throw Reaper into the prison, or is he dead already?
No, he's not dead. He's captured. I wanna leave him.
So,
Wanna ask him a
Snake,
few more
how many
questions when he's
prisoners
like-
do... What is our current prisoner count?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I've got a list of that. Gang inventory. Yeah, they're in the inventory. How about that for how you're treating your prisoners? Not to mention, you've got way more than 37 troops. I've got to update that.
Where was it? MSF
Three
Hangouts, Gang
Veneer,
Inventory.
Mercenary, 2 Wasteland Warriors, 2 Light.
I'll add Reaper to that.
We have Cutter, and we have Reaper.
Yeah, Carter just looks at all you guys as you drag Reaper in like another one.
He's
Yeah.
like, and he turns around. He's like, "So, what you in for?"
He's just like staring at the wall, like, oh, you did that.
Seth just looks. Oh, hi, Martin.
What's up?
How do you feel? How do you feel about the prison?
How do I feel about being in prison? How do I feel about being in prison? Oh, it's fucking hunky-dory, mate. I'm loving it.
Oh, that's great because you're probably gonna be here for a while.
I
Goodbye.
was being sarcastic, you cunt.
He's already.
Zed has already left the building.
Yeah.
You just faintly hear the word cunt exiting the prison as you walk out.
Huh.
I want to go and. I want to
Who's
go over.
Aunt?
Want to go over and see the progression of the crops,
Okay, yeah.
as you mentioned.
Yeah, we should.
So, alright, so, yeah, you do that. I mean, now you've got the rest of your day. You take out a helicopter and you've got the rest of the day to yourselves.
I look at Kane. Kane, do you think our prison is getting kind of full?
Nah. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right.
So,
Yeah.
I don't think
Goff.
they have bathroom rights yet.
So, basically...
Oh, Goff, I just forgot. We have massive fucking rooms
Where?
like these. These
Warehouses.
Yes,
warehouses.
we do.
We could probably store the helicopter there.
It turns out we stored it here.
Okay. And that will eventually be the hangar.
In fact,
Actually, I want to do something. I said when I go to Shoka's old kitchen for dinner. I want to see how it turned out. Out.
right.
Okay, let's do Goff first, because he asked.
Yeah, sure thing.
So,
Yeah, I'll go last.
okay, so what happened was, you go to the field. There haven't been any more attacks by Wasteland Warriors since the last time that happened. Word on everyone's lips is the first shipment is more than ready to go. At this point.
It's good. That's good to know, mates. Let's see. The first shipment. Where's it shipping to? That's our character.
Snake?
And Snake died.
No!
Sorry, my microphone. I forgot it. It doesn't turn on right away occasionally, but our character, no one's quite certain where this shipment is going because, yeah, we're on the sea map, so let's just look.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, so basically the slavers. Well, I mean, Kane has shot one or two of them, but yeah, Krieger, to the best of your knowledge, you don't know where he was getting food from. But but you know, it might be worth asking around for him. Oz Al Muda are business people, but as far as Jack's knowledge goes, they don't deal in food. So again, no telling where they're getting their food from. Wasteland Warriors are obviously starving, but they're also not very well off money-wise, and at war. Rustmancers have never talked to you before, and well, there are people there and they need to eat.
Alright, mates. This might sound a bit weird. Do any of you know of the Rustmancers?
One kid comes forward, like a 10-year-old. They got big, scary metal monsters.
Well,
School. Maybe Zed should start educating younglings.
alright. This might sound weird, but I've got an idea. Perhaps we can negotiate something nice. Hell, I might even come with you if it has to. Take over one of the shipments or not. We'll try and head towards the bordering part of the Rustmancers, and we'll offer them some food and see if they'll uptake. And then hopefully there won't be any bad tidings between us and we won't have to fight. We can settle something, we can sell food to them, and we'll still be getting in some income.
Give it.
This is all how Jack's mind works. He's just coming up with ideas on the spot.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. So they're all looking around, like, okay then. We'll get a caravan together and we'll head out within a couple of hours, if that's okay with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see Zed.
Yeah, let's go to Zed. So
yeah, I'm just going to Choker's old kitchen to just check how it has turned out after these many months.
it's a soup kitchen, basically. Like, you walk in, there's a line of people who otherwise aren't getting food. It's basically like a ration line for those who aren't as well off or somehow don't have a roof garden installed yet.
Ted just stands in line, like, I could finally some food that isn't gruel.
You do realize that the Lamont bar sells more than gruel, right?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
He's
but
not
do you think
making
Ted
you-
actually pays for any of it?
True. True.
Right, okay, whatever.
Ted is just. So yeah, but when it comes to the counter, it's the old lady who owns it there.
Yeah, she just gets a ladle ready to just spoon you up something. And she just looks, and it takes a moment, she goes,
Spooning you up.
Oh.
I don't know why that's so very.
What did he go?
I mean, that wasn't a double entendre.
I
That's
know,
literally...
it just sounds amazing. It's as amazing as when I
So
said,
what did she?
trappage.
What is she doing?
She's staring at you. Like, you don't need to eat here.
Nope, I choose to.
Okay then. Will you pay?
I thought this was for the poor and then the ones in need.
It is.
Oh
That's
my
why you're
God.
paying.
Who do you think I am?
I think you're paying.
No,
I think you're
no.
a cock.
I'm not. Fine. How much?
Since you've been so nice to this community, say this bowl of soup here is worth 50 credits.
50 money.
You know it's the
Should've
best soup
said
in this
that right
kitchen.
How much
Fine.
money does that actually?
Said lays down 50.
Several thousand. He could bankroll the gang for a couple of months, easily. And still have a few thousand left over.
Said just goes fine. And he puts down 50 money.
Deduct 50 money.
I done. It hurts. Said just this superbly good. But I like what you've done with the place. Said just sees the kitchen door. Gets nostalgic memories.
That lock is still broken, you know. We don't know who did it. It's pretty much unfixable.
Yeah, you know, this place was falling apart.
You sit down amongst some of the others. It's weird. You're not the only person in here who looks well off. Like, you see someone in a leather jacket wearing flag gloves. He looks really well off, and he's just eating, like, soup with this kind of look of serenity on his face. Just kind of peaceful.
Said decides to starts eating the soup. How is the soup?
Okay.
Well, let's go
Damascus.
check. Yes.
Damascus, give me a soup.
Okay.
A kind of soup.
Oh, ideas. Okay.
Chicken, beef, and
Nah,
yam soup.
I'm gonna say peas, broccoli, and onion.
Peas,
Oh, that was actually pretty
peas,
nice.
broccoli, and onion, that's one. Goff, give me a soup.
Chicken and turkey.
Okay, that's two. And I'm just going to go for the classic tomato soup on free.
I'm gonna look up soups now.
I like a bowl of tomato
So
soup.
I'm gonna have to roll a 3.
Hey, you got Damascus's soup.
That one actually sounded nice.
And,
I actually made it myself. Huh?
and yeah, it's fucking lovely.
Said just goes, oh my god! Basically just pulls a Joseph Joestar like, oh my god!
Someone at a table across from you chatting a woman up just goes, they're letting this rabble in here now in this soup kitchen?
Oh!
What is the world coming to?
Have you ever seen Food
Does
Wars?
he start
No.
flirting with her?
Huh?
If you ever see Food Wars, you'll see the actions in that when they eat food. think of that.
Well, he insults you under his breath and then goes back to what he was doing.
Said just like, oh no! Did he say that? I can't stand such guys.
Hello.
Coffee or phone.
And then he learned Hammond and it was all good.
Said learned Hammond. he could fight vampires.
Uh,
But yeah, you're more than satisfied with the soup.
That's a soup I found.
Said walks up to Ollie.
You earn a Benny from that soup. It's
Oh.
it's that invigorating somehow.
Said it goes up to Ollie and says, "Good lady, your soup is fantastic. I shall. In fact, I, said Meyer, one of the leaders ever said, will highly recommend your kitchen soup."
and marry me.
No.
We leave at dawn.
She looks up and says, "I've been making soup my whole life."
It's good soup, madame.
Here's,
Should be at this point.
here's a delectable soup. Tiger penis soup.
Said puts up.
Oh yeah, that's what she smuggled in there.
Said puts up a note in the window, says, recommended by said Meyer.
This is my favourite soup kitchen in the sector.
Recommended by said Meyer. Said would later tell everyone, Kane and Jack, about this fantastic soup.
Okay. So,
Okay, we'll go to Kane, then we'll go to Jack and his business trip.
right. Okay, so.
I was gonna say. Oh, sorry, but I just gonna say quickly that I'll probably go in a couple of minutes because I have food to make and so on.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
As is a problem that there is still that fucking thing with Solomon that's gonna have to wait another week.
I know, it sucks, but I promised to make it, and I'm gonna have to grill and shit, and like that takes a while to
No,
get
it's
up.
fine.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna walk off now because really I don't have anything else that would take too long. So you
Hold
guys
on.
have fun. You guys have fun. But
Alright.
I'm gonna go for now. So sorry. See ya.
See ya. And Temascus is gonna be right back.
And Zed disappeared. He basically just evaporated.
He just sunk into his soup. Alright, let's go back to you then, and kind of intersperse it. So, couple hours later, there are just old-timey wagons just loaded down with bags of grains and vegetables.
Oh, I was hoping for that. Also, thinking about it, it's literally right above us
Yeah,
if we're going by this.
well, there isn't a gate there.
Oh, right. Yes. We'd have to go to...
And you're in Zed Town right now, which is where the farming was.
Okay. Zed Town.
Now,
Would be-
you're not officially at war with the Wasteland Warriors, it's just a few of the hungrier ones who are,
I would help them. It would be in Jack's... It would be Jack's thing, but sadly, they need money.
yeah,
So,
the time for charity is not right now. Okay, so you go up to the gate of the Wasteland Warriors, and, obviously there's your guys on one side of the gate and there's Wasteland Warriors on the other side. And they shout down, "What's this then? Food? Could do with some of that."
we're heading over to the Russ Spencer's, mate.
Okay, we can't be doing with that now.
No, so
I'm sorry.
We're at
Oh,
war
wait.
with...
You have a phone? Be right back.
It's just non-stop.
Hello?
Damascus, what were you planning on doing? Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna just hold the phone on me, so if it goes off again, I'm sorry. Every time I pick it up, it just keeps going to like beep boop,
It's
beep
weird.
boop. I'm not really sure what that is.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna hold it here.
the guy on the gate goes, "You haven't heard the news, have you? We're at war with them. You're planning on giving food to the Rust Monsters. Can't let you pass unless you give me some of those."
Now comes the question. How much food are we carrying with us right now?
It was counted up for you, and the worth of this food is about 5,000 money.
Oh,
Like, that's the estimated worth that Andrea Wilkinson gave you of how much this should cost.
what if we could... I'm thinking possibly reasoning with giving them like Oh, I ain't got persuasion though. Shit.
He's not asking for the whole lot, basically. He's just like,
I
he's
could give him
eyeing
like
a few
a
sacks.
quarter of the food.
A quarter of it.
Yeah. I don't want to, because we are trying to make a profit here, but if it means that we can get by at least, but it's probably gonna.
Yeah, he's more than happy with a quarter of it.
Oh,
And his phone
Hello?
goes off.
Oh,
I'm getting
phone's
sick
going
of
off.
this now. I'm gonna like unplug this phone in a minute.
So yeah, he's like his eyes light up as you give him like more grain than he expected.
All right.
Like you hoist a few sacks up to him on the gate.
Hang on.
Huh?
All right, listen. See this cart here? What if we give you some of the grains and a few of these and he starts like just showing like a box with some provide like grown food that they have. We give you a little bit of this and we get to go by. Deal?
It's a deal from
Free.
me.
Free of charge.
It's a deal from me. And with that, I'll give you a bit of advice, because we're not as dumb as we look. People in here, pretty hungry at the moment. They see a wagon full of food. They don't care how big you are, old Brixton. They're gonna come crashing down on that thing.
We aren't looking for trouble, alright?
Yeah, you ain't looking for trouble, but they're looking for food. See the problem here?
Keep that in mind.
Just be... Look,
Be right back.
okay.
Lots of phones.
Yeah, it's just... This is a weird day for running the game. Okay. It'll be a bit smoother next week.
Yeah.
But as for now, let's go. What were you planning on doing? And I'll try and juggle between you and Goff.
Okay, well, basically, my plan was to we've got Goff's back. I'll do my little bit afterwards. It's
Okay.
fine.
Alright, Goff?
Oh, okay. I'll write down my ideas, but basically, I want to check with the because we've got Renton's gun shop and we've got another place, haven't we? That's going on because basically my idea was to basically expand the gun shop to basically be a manufacturer.
He does already manufacture a few scrap weapons, but you're not in on that right now. So, maybe getting in on it.
Yeah, let's get in on it. So I make my way in and I introduce myself to Renton, who I haven't met in quite some time.
Okay, an old pal. So,
Hey there.
What'd you need?
Well, I was just wondering, how are you doing for equipment and supplies? Because I was thinking of what I'm thinking is, if you wish to join MSF as our full-time weapons manufacturer, we can get you equipment, we can get you supplies, and also, better facilities, everything like that. But obviously, you make weapons, and then we sell them off to people who need them.
It's a good deal, Kane. I might take you up on that, but I do want something for it. I do have a supply chain. I wouldn't be able to make guns without it. But I am paying through the nose and making a bit of profit here and there. He just kind of starts thinking over what you've got. Tell you what. 2 cars.
2 cars?
2 cars, all the scrap metal you got. I was going to ask for that helicopter I saw come down, but I ain't going to overreach right now.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's see how it's in our armaments or inventory.
Gang inventory.
Inventory. Okay.
So he's asking 2 mid-sized cars. All the
Okay.
scrap you got, which is only 2 units, but still 2 units.
Okay. 2 cars. 2 mid-sized cars. We've got 3 mid-sized cars and got lots of other vehicles. I'd say, yeah, let's do this. Let's make this happen. And of course, any scrap metal that comes our way, it's yours.
Fine by me.
Because I had an idea. there's obviously a lot of people out there who need weapons. Of course, we can deliver some good quality ones to people who need them.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Also, this is a request from me.
Yeah.
There's some new gun that's been floating around. I've been hearing rumors about it. First production gun in over 200 years.
Ah, yes. I'm guessing you want one?
Oh yeah, I want one. Goes by the name Resmot. The Resmot survival gun.
Hold on, I'm just going to write this down. The res.
He kind of like leans over the table. Now, these are new army guns. Government's back in action. No one's supposed to have them. But of course, like anything in this goddamn world, a few of these found their way into South Casa.
Which, of course, would be ideal for us. We get hold of that supply chain.
Yeah. Everyone wants a slice of the pie. There are people up in the ceasefire ships who are shitting themselves about this gun.
Ah, I see where you're getting at. So, let me have a chat with my information brokers. When we see any of these things lying around, we grab one, it's yours.
Good man.
Or you can shake on it.
Okay, and I'm gonna write that down. At the end of the session, he'll start paying you money.
Excellent.
All right, back to Jack.
Jack's on typing at the moment, I think.
Whenever he can get back on mic, then.
Yeah. And I've got a fly in this room. God damn it. Leave this room, bastard. Okay. This, Wasteland Warriors. Get on by.
Oh, I heard it pass by then.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Over the last week, I was the only one in the house, and because I'm lazy, I just left the back door open so the dogs can go out whenever they want. And this meant that there were a lot of flies passing through the house, which was just fuck. That was my laziness versus my fucking hatred of flies.
I'm getting rid of this bugger as soon as we're done. Can't stand them. Flies. The evil bastards.
Hey, Goth, I can handle, like, the phone going off if it lets you get your stuff done. Ooh.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, I was seeing new labels here. Evac site, schoolhouse. Oh yeah, I mentioned the evac sites ages back. Yeah, that's good.
Let me just add one right. Let me just add something right now. Just put. Let's pop that near the schoolhouse.
What? What's this? Ah, Frank's house. Yay!
There is something else I've been meaning to look at. Oh, Manfred's place. Right. I did not notice Manfred's place.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to stop because I'm gonna have to sort out this phone problem. And it keeps going off and something is definitely wrong with it, so...
okay.
Okay. Well, I've literally got nothing else to add to this game, and I really had much ideas, to be honest, so
You
sorry.
were about to do the trade deal thing. I'll have to leave that.
Okay, well we could try and wrap it up really quickly if you want.
Okay, well, I was going to be quickly on that point anyway. So, basically you pass through... the Wasteland Warriors territory. At one point, something happens.
Mm-hmm.
You're going down the road, and you're stopped. Like, there's like a group of 20 people stopping standing in the way of the carriage. They're not attacking you yet, they're just blocking the path, all looking in your direction.
I've got no time for this. What do you want?
We want that food.
Do I know them as Rustmancers?
They're not Rust Monsters, these are Wasteland Warriors. You're still passing through the territories.
I'm making a trade.
Oh, okay. We'll make a trade. Your life for that food.
How about your life? You get out of here, and so I can make my trade. I'd help you if I could, but sorry, some of us need to make some money. I'm not in a good mood right now, so tell you what, you step down, and I keep going. I'm gonna use threaten.
Go ahead.
Intimidation.
Oh man, hot-blooded.
You ain't got time for this.
Oh,
Yikes!
Oh my god!
I'm
Yes!
just gonna roll a d6 for the group spirits. 8. Oh, there's 20 of them, so, you know, they feel pretty good in numbers, but no. There's a back down.
damn.
20 people back the fuck down. And you notice a few people on the caravan, especially a few of the soldiers that came along, they suddenly seem a bit tougher. Just seeing that.
Does
yeah.
Jack have a reputation?
Jack has a reputation. Yeah, of course you have a reputation. You beat up the leader of the Wasteland Warriors at the pits.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah. Yeah, they fucking, like, a few
I
of them
imagine
just,
they're
like,
not fond of me either because of that.
Yeah. There's a few glares, and the crowd dissipates, and in the middle you see their leader, who you did beat up at the pits.
Ooh.
They just kind of dissipate. They head off into the alleys. A few of them glare at you. They yell insults as they leave, like, "We'll get you fucking later, Brixton."
My cars just keep going.
Yeah, like, but the guy you beat up, their leader, Cave Ramos, he stays in the middle of the road, and as you pass by, he just walks to the sidewalk and lets you pass.
We should probably try and make another gate or something. Or some sort of make a secret like entrance so you can get through to the rust monsters, because I don't want to bother with this shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
yeah, if I was inclined, I'd help them out, because Jack doesn't want to have too many, like, hostilities, but at this point, we need to make a living, and as far as we know, the rust monsters haven't really engaged against us, so...
Okay, so you're getting through the territory safely, but Ramos walks up beside you and says, "Hey, Brixton,
Yeah,
boys make a big talk, but so long as I was here, they weren't gonna hit you. Just want you to know that. You and me, if it comes down to it, I want that one-on-one again. I've been practicing ever since you beat me, you know. It ain't gonna happen again."
Jack smirks a little bit and looks to him and think, "I'll take you up on that offer, mate."
He just
Sometime.
claps you on the shoulder. I was a bit on edge at the show, but yeah. I'll
I
see
thought
you
I was still
sometime.
sitting on my car, but okay.
Well, you can clap you on the shoulder, I guess. Like, he's just walking alongside.
He has a very long arm.
Yeah, he has a huge reach. He can punch twice as long as he actually is. Somehow. But yeah, then he just walks off. You could tell he was a little bit intimidated, so how much of that was true and how much of that was affectation is up in the air. You make it to the Rust Monster territory, you ask around, and eventually you're pointed towards their leader. What you see is kind of distressing.
The rust monsters. I keep pronouncing that weirdly. Fucking not a good
Well, it's like it's not a thing because like in South, it's A sounds are like an R with a H. In the North, it's like A. So it's like you say path, I say path.
Do I?
Well, I think you do. I'm not certain. It's just like a generalization.
I
sort
don't
of.
know anymore.
Who
Who am I?
What is going on? Who am I? What year is this?
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. What you see is an 8-foot tall walking suit of scrap armor, sharp
I'm
to
just gonna roll
the.
a notice to wonder if there's anything else disturbing about this scene or anything else I can pick up.
Well, for one thing, there's their leader, who is just a giant ball of scrap metal. It looks like he's trying to turn himself into a clockwork and doing a nearly good job of it.
Oh boy.
And then you also see, like, very thin, sort of frail people, and they're being carried around by, like, little bodies of not even humans, they're just little robots made of scrap metal with a faint kind of blue aura coming off of them. And they're just being carried around on litters.
Ooh. All right.
like you only see one of them, but it just passes you by very quickly, and then like curtains are brought down so no one can look at him.
So, oh, am I?
You're in Rustmancer territory. The Rustmancers let you through the gate.
Jack looks around. The leader is the leader with them now.
Yeah, you find the leader. He's just walking around out in public because he's in the giant suit of armor. He doesn't seem to be too concerned about his own health or his own safety anyway. He sees the cart and goes in. Actually, no, he doesn't talk. Someone comes up and asks you.
Okay. Jack gets off the cart. He gestures to one of his crew with him as he starts driving it. He makes himself apparent. He's not trying to seem threatening or anything. Gets off the cart, approaches, and you said somebody else is approaching me as well.
Yeah, someone.
So okay, they meet.
They meet. He says, "Hello."
All right. Name's Jack Brixton. Have you heard of MSF?
Yes, and I've heard of Jack Brixton. So, what brings you here?
All right. Well, we're sort of doing a little bit of business and we need to make a little bit of profit. We've got some crops, we've got vegetables, got any of the grains, something you need. So I'm sort of thinking, perhaps we could sell some food to you.
We're doing pretty well at the moment. Not food-wise, sadly, but money-wise, we've got enough left over stealing from those wasteland warriors. I'm pretty sure my leader will take me up on that.
Would you like
when he says
to come
that,
see it first?
okay, yeah, he follows you. But when he says, "I'm sure my leader will agree with that," there is a kind of pulse from the leader to him.
Pulse? What's that
You
mean?
just feel it. You just like a kind of ripple in the air. And then he says, "Yes, my leader will be more than happy."
Jack gets a shiver through his neck,
Ugh.
which is quite odd. He's already a little bit disturbed by this sort of area.
Yeah, I'm just going to paint a picture of Rustmart's territory. Most of the buildings are wrecked. A lot of the streets are patrolled by very poorly constructed robots that seem to just give off this blue stuff that just kind of hovers off into the air. There are humans around, but they're just kind of sitting around aimlessly. It's not like MSF territory where people are wandering about and there's markets and life. It's dead quiet aside from like scraping of metal feet.
We are the
whole area
light.
feels cold and off.
We are the light within the south area of
Yeah.
Carcer City.
Like, the whole area is called the ghetto, but this place is fucking awful.
Well, as long as they're not hostile towards us and we're not hostile towards them, let's just get this business over with.
Yeah. He looks it over and... So, what are we selling for here?
Got your vegetables here. You start showing off tomatoes and that. We've got enough grain to pretty much go around. We did have a sort of walk-in with the Wastelanders.
Yes, they are but poor peasants before the mighty Rustmancers.
It was the only way we were able to get to you. We had to take... And you can't believe he's saying this as he pulls out a little jotted map showing him off Z-Town and the gate that's sketched on the map.
He just kind of like takes a second and says, "I didn't realize that Zed was so popular."
Yeah, he is kind of popular with himself. Anyway, that was the that was the
for that, you know, for later session.
That was the only way we were able to get in.
He looks to his leader, and again there's a pulse. How about a gate between Nova Base and Rustmancer territory? It is illegal to destroy the walls in this part of town. Not illegal, but it's not well liked. The walls are considered somewhat holy by some others, but building a gate is allowed.
Well, I was thinking that maybe we could have like a sort of secret passageway into one of the walls, if negotiations go well and all.
It could be secret, only we need to know.
At least then we wouldn't have to bother with well, the Wastelanders, because I had a standoff with them when I was coming through. 20 of them were standing between me, and I told them to piss off.
I've heard of your reputation as a fearsome fighter, though perhaps, and again there's a pulse, perhaps an alliance might be in our future.
We'll see. And then he continues just to show off the rest of the assorted food that they have in their wagons, and he proceeds to go on. So, do you think we could see a leader, maybe?
You're seeing him right now. Like, he gestures towards a giant 8-foot tall suit of armor. He's inside the armor.
Okay, hang on. Let me. Yeah, Jack's 5'6", and he has to look up all the way as this thing towers over him. I like to. I don't know why. When you were describing that, I was actually thinking that he was just a guy sitting in a little a little seat with like levers pulling it, and it's just like a mech suit.
It is pretty much a scrap metal mech suit. That there's no sense for how it's like. There's no mechanisms on it, so how it all holds together, that's kind of beyond reckoning right now.
Actually, I'll show you a picture of what I mean. But yeah, Jack's a little. Well, he's not intimidated. He's unnerved, but he says, "Good day, mate," as he looks up.
There is a pulse, and just in your head, you hear "Good day." And it's incredibly. It's not formal. It's just monotone. It's like a computer said it to you.
This is Microsoft Sam saying good day.
There we go. Yeah, I'm imagining it's that.
A bit less expressive. Like, there's no face. It's just kind of a blob of brownish corrugated iron.
Yeah, I can imagine it's just cobbled together pieces. But Jack gestures with his arm, and they're his group. Some of them step aside to give clear view of the wagon, even though he could probably see it over him anyway. I have some of the food that we've been growing. We're growing it ourselves. We got grains to go around. We got vegetables, any sort of food that you want, and we kind of need profit where we are. Our business isn't exactly going well, so I wondered maybe we could do a trade.
We do need food. We'll give you 4,000 for this.
With a whole lot?
It's a lot of food.
A deal. He doesn't even, like, take a second thought. That seems right. Yeah, just 4,000. Deal.
He, like, sends some of his... He's, like, gestures, there's a pulse, and again, like, several of, like, the little the robots basically walk forward and start, like, taking bags off of the cart and just walking off of the street, where you're not exactly certain.
Some of the men start helping to unload, unload the boxes off the wagon and set them aside.
It takes a little while. Like, you hear the guy who speaks for the leader goes and asks around a bunch, and then brings you 4,000.
Aha, excellent. Just taking the hefty bag load of money. Thanks for the business, and I hope we can probably do some more again. But the thing is, I had a run-in with the Wastelanders, as he directly looks up more towards the leader. I had a standoff with 20 of them, told them to piss off, and, well, a group before didn't exactly like us walking through the gates. He pulls out the map again with Z-Town. He doesn't directly call it Z-Town, but he shows off a sketch, and I'm sure that he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. He says, we will build a gate. We'll bypass the Wasteland Warriors.
Well, I kind of thought that maybe, and he starts... he doesn't call it the MSF Mother Base, because he doesn't want to make it apparent that that's where they're stationed in case things don't go right. But he starts pointing towards, like, here, and starts to say, maybe if we put in like a secret tunnel or something, not so obvious, maybe with a gate, it means that we won't have to run in with the Wastelanders.
It will be done.
All right. Thanks a lot, mate. This is going to help us out a lot, and hope we can do business again.
So yeah, you made 4,000 dosh. What are you doing with it?
We're just going to return back.
Okay, yep.
Ooh,
The return trip is uneventful.
good.
Alright. So, Mark 1... Oh, hang on, I'm just going to put fucking in the chat, Mark 1 XP. I'm going to put it in the Skype chat, Mark 1 XP, and yeah.
67.
Yep.
All the XP. Go yeah.
And that will be that.
Okay.
The most successful game we've ever had in years.